Hey Connor, can you just kind of give us an update on how you feel like the offensive line is gelling and now about a week and a half away from the regular season?
Yeah, I think we're gelling really well. Like I mentioned before, the biggest thing was the cohesion part, and we've been working on that as well. A lot easier now that we're around each other a lot more, doing all that kind of stuff more in person. So I think that's been moving along really nicely. Learning the offense has been moving along nicely. This, especially the ones, twos. No one's making a lot of mental errors. We have the assignments down. I think most of that initial rust has been knocked off, and I think we're ready to go. We're moving every day. We get a little better, and every day we keep improving, and we're fixing those little things that you kind of miss with not having an OTAs. So I'm really excited for it. I know everyone's ready to go and ready to get after somebody that isn't in a green helmet.
What is your go ahead, Rich.
Now that training camp's pretty much over, could you just describe what the biggest difference in the current circumstances, like the pandemic training camp compared to a regular training camp? What did you miss the most about training?
I think what I missed the most was the in-person meetings. And from the standpoint of, that's a lot of the time where you're joking with each other. You're poking fun at somebody. You can, a funny play happens on the screen. You can laugh together and stuff, and it kind of breaks it up. It's a little bit harder on a virtual meeting when you're muted and you're not going to unmute your mic to give somebody a hard time while coach is trying to teach them up. So that helps with the cohesion we've been building in other places, but that real, whenever you talk to a retired guy about what he misses about football, it's normally that locker room, back and forth, that meetings back and forth, because it's a lot of meeting time, and the coaches do a great job, especially, and we do a good job of making it more fun and stuff. Virtual, it's hard to do that. How much the coach is going to start off the meeting, having some fun, making some jokes. We all joke around the start of the meeting, but once that meeting gets going and we all mute our mics, whatever you want to call it, is a little bit harder. And I guess that's what I've missed the most. That obviously that has nothing to do with knowing your plays and getting coached and all that, but it's really that camp gets long, and it's that breakup of camp that I guess I miss the most, doing it virtual instead of in person.
As you've gotten to know Sam more and more, what are your impressions of him as a player, person, the leader of this offense, this team?
I think he's awesome. Sam and I have gotten really close. When hanging out when we're not in the building together, not in meetings, getting meals together and all that kind of stuff has been really nice. And I think, as a leader, he's one of the best. And he's really, I can't speak for how he was the previous years, but to me, he's extremely confident. He's playing from what I feel like, he feels like a veteran. You know what I mean? Like I said, I can't speak to how it was the last 2 years, so I don't know if that's any different than it was. But I know that I feel like he's a veteran. He plays with confidence. He knows what to do. He's not out there second guessing himself. So if I would have known he was 23 years old, I'd have no idea. He's playing like a true vet right now.
What have you seen from Le'Veon Bell as a pass catcher in recent practices, and just overall direction?
Yeah, I mean, Le'Veon looks awesome. Again, I wasn't here last year to know what he looked like, but he looks amazing. Whether he's running the ball or catching the ball, he's taller than most backs. He looks like a wide receiver when he's out there running routes and stuff. Obviously, I know he's a special player from when he was in Pittsburgh and everything, and I'm really excited to see what he can do this year. I think we got the offensive line for him. I think we got the weapons outside to help. The defense is going to have to respect our pass game, which will open up the run game, and they're going to have to respect our run game, which is going to open up the pass game. So I think we're an extremely well-balanced offense, and I'm excited for this year. Once everyone's back and ready to go for week one, I think we're going to be a pretty dangerous offense.
there any more questions for Connor? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Connor.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.